Hi garden students, it's your garden teacher, Farmer Julia. I'm just out here in the garden this morning and was gonna give you a little bit of a tour, and as you maybe can see, the construction guys are working on your new school right behind you, so there might be some noise, but that's okay because they're doing their job and I'm doing my job, and we are making a place for you to come back to school when we're able to do that together. So I'll show you around a little bit, and yeah, let's see what we can see. Garden looks a little bit different from when I last sent you a video. And look at these nice piles of leaves we've got going. And you can actually see where there's still some frost on top of the soil. It's a really beautiful morning out here. You can see there are some things still growing in the garden. This is some parsley, which is an herb. This is just a different type of parsley. See how they're just kind of different shapes? I might have a little bite of that this morning, freshen my breath a little bit. Just this sort of beautiful thing that happened kind of by accident. I just had these old sunflower stalks piled up, and you can really see how the frost has landed on each of them. It's just very beautiful. What you working on, Karen?
Hey everybody, I am putting leaves down for mulch. It keeps the ground warm through the winter. It also keeps weeds down, and then it provides nutrition for the plants next year.
Awesome. Sounds like a good idea.
It's very fun.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can see kind of where you left off. What's this kind of black stuff?
That
here
is compost we put down
Ooh.
first. That also provides nutrition for next year, beefs up the soil, and helps it give us healthy plants for next year.
Awesome.
Feed the earth.
Great. Well, thanks for helping take care of our garden.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so we're just enjoying a nice morning out here, missing you. I'm hoping that y'all can help us with this process next year, because it's actually a really fun thing to do in the garden. It's fun to work with the leaves. It's nice to be out here when it's kind of cool with the sun out, and you can see the nice frost on the ground. Things that we can still eat here in the garden. This is called kale. Maybe we've talked about it before out in the garden. One of my favorite things about kale is you can see how all the little dewdrops or the melting frost kind of make little droplets that sort of hang on there. I just think it looks really beautiful. Yeah, and kale is a special plant because it's really able to grow quite well throughout the winter. And I like to sometimes have a little bite of the nice new tender shoots. So there's some kale. And then this is kale's cousin, broccoli. You can kind of see how the leaves of the broccoli do the same thing as the kale. It sort of beads up the water like that. Yeah, so both kale and broccoli are in the plant family called Brassica. And like kale, broccoli can sometimes grow through the winter. This one is looking not too bad. I feel like I could take some of that home to eat it. That's pretty good. And this one bloom is actually, not a great camera person. It's kind of purple. Isn't that beautiful? Anyways, I wanted to show you that it's not completely dead out here. There's still stuff going on. Maybe even if we can't quite see it because it's moving a little bit slower than usual. I think he's a yellow-rumped warbler baby. Has been just hanging out, chewing on those echinacea seeds while I root around in this bed for like the past half an hour. At one point I was standing right next to it and it flew over and I like froze and it came and landed on my dig fork, but it is not fazed by me at all. I'm a little bit worried that it might be like sick or something. It looks a little bit ragged, but yeah, I'm glad it's getting a meal and some sunshine, but that's been a fun thing. Hi, friend. Soaking up some rays. Good job. Here we are a couple of days later. Here's the echinacea flower that little bird was really liking. And you can see where that bird left some scraps from eating. Oh, there's a little bird turd too. Everybody poops, am I right? But yeah, look at that. Looks like they got almost all of the seeds on that. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Hope that little bird is warm. Oh, they've still got a little bit left here. Maybe they'll come back for a little snack this morning. This year I actually took time to clean the shed. Was like putting off cleaning my room for like 2 years, so I'm pretty happy and proud of that. But also in cleaning out the shed, I had room to store some plants for saving seeds. So this dried out plant right here, this is actually a radish plant that has its seed pods. So if we were to open that, I've still got some broccoli in my hand. You can see the little black seeds in there. So maybe we'll do that as an activity in the spring. We'll kind of collect some seeds from there, see if they grow. And then these are those carrot seeds that I showed you in an earlier video. Also, see if I can get my camera to focus on them. They're kind of hard to see. They're still kind of covered in some fuzz. There we go. That's a good view of them. See how tiny they are? And look at how many seeds do you think is contained in that whole plant? Each flower probably has like thousands or hundreds. So yeah, we'll get to work with those in the spring, is my hope. And for now, they'll just stay nice and dry and cool here in your shed during the winter. Well, here's what the garden looks like after we're all done with winterizing. You can see Karen and I put a thick blanket of leaves on all the beds. Doesn't that look cozy? The construction guys are rocking out to their music. It's been fun to watch them work alongside us at the same time. But yeah, I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a nice morning. And looking forward to seeing you out in the garden again.